It is time to make a return. Alright, let me do one last thing, which is push record button. Boom. What's going on, everybody? Let me get that transition going. How's everybody doing today? This is Ice Cold Prime. You are watching the No Pressure podcast. Tonight is going to be a quick episode. I like to say it. I love saying that. That's my favorite thing to say because I like to see if it can come true. But that's why I called it a quickening, even though that's a Highlander reference. That's nothing to do with cutting somebody's head off. But I'll make this quick. I want to make this a 30-minute episode because this is kind of rehashing what I talked about a couple weeks ago. However, I had some issues with my audio, so that if you are a trooper and you can sit through that, my hats off to you because I watched enough and I was like, yep, I kind of screwed this one up. And I like the episode because that was my return episode. I took I think like a month off, and I did some stuff you can see in the background. I just did just some minor things with the room. I still need to get this curtain changed out, but I actually had some sound panels up there and some bass traps to help with my audio to sound a lot more flush, more clear, more impactful. But we're gonna get right into it. Like I said, this is kind of a spur of the moment. I knew I was gonna do one, I think a couple days ago, but I didn't do any prep work for it. I just want to talk about some things that was going on in the news that caught my interest, and then just kind of give a little introspective on where I'm gonna be heading with the channel in the next few weeks to forever, which is hopefully what happens. Maybe I'll do this until the day I decide to leave this earth. If I have fun and if I get that money. Nah, I play. But first thing we're going to talk about, it's been about 3 weeks since the legendary Kobe Bryant has passed away in a horrific helicopter crash, along with his daughter and a couple of her teammates and their parents and the pilot. I talked about that in the last podcast. I'm just not going to go too deep into it. I think what I want to do talk about is just bring up the legacy to a degree. I was never a big Kobe follower. Like I was a fan of his skills and everything, and you can't help but to appreciate his craft and his his Mamba mentality, which I think in the last few years I was getting to know, like, oh sure, yeah, Mamba mentality. So with being All-Star weekend, he was laid to rest. I think earlier last week, kind of secretly, which I thought was a very respectful thing for the family to do and not making a big hoo-ha. Granted, he's everybody's player, but at the same time, that's his family. So if anybody's mad about that, I hope that they understand that he's not yours. I kind of commend the family for doing that and was able to do that without people really knowing until, like, I guess the fact of or a little bit after. And of course, All-Star Weekend was going on. That's one of Kobe's big things, and especially Peanut. And of course, he had several tributes throughout him and David Stern, which was the chairman of the NBA a few years ago, and like pretty much brought the NBA to what it was. And I guess I wanted to say more about the fact that it's still kind of surreal that Kobe is gone. I think for me, it's more of how it happened and when it happened. He just retired about a couple years ago and was doing a bunch of stuff to build up his daughter and her legacy to build up, and hoping kids also fulfill that dream and instilling the strong mentality, which he called the Mamba mentality, to become further and better than who you imagine yourself to be right then and there. And that's something that's just so respectful, and it's still like I said, I'm not a big I never followed him like that. I just knew who Kobe Bryant was. I knew the games that were pretty much legendary. But if, you say that you're a Kobe fan, like, yeah, but I wasn't like a ride to die Kobe fan, or like I would fight you for. I was like, yeah, I like Kobe Bryant, I like his skills and everything. So to see him not being here is oddly tough to me, and I think it's just his charisma and what he was trying to do that makes it tough for some reason. And And I think more relatable because he was 3 years older than me. No, no, I lie, I lie. I hate not knowing my age sometimes, but he was a few years older than me. He was, if anything, big brother. We were, if I knew him, that probably most definitely be like a big brother role model to me. And it sucks, it's, I don't know why, but it's just really tough to accept that he's gone. And not like I want to cry for the dude, which I'm not ashamed of that. It's just that I think about what he was trying to do and like how he went on it. Like it was just wasn't even like it was out the blue. I mean, it was out the blue, but it wasn't like there was no subtlety around it. It was a tragic and not to sugarcoat it, but basically a horrific event, almost like unnatural type stuff. And it sucks to see him gone. But with that being said, he's in one way or another instilled that influence to a lot of definitely the fans and people who just like me probably like acknowledge and respect this game. So with me doing the streaming and other events that I have going on, and not even that, but family, family, everything needs that mama mentality or whatever mentality you want to call it. It doesn't have to be just his, but make it your own. And I feel like a lot of people should take that, and I know I did even before I knew about it. But it does help to see someone push it, and you look at them like, okay, you know what? I get it. Let me drive forward. So when it comes to not only my projects but my girlfriend's projects, I like to help when I can and do the best I can. I can't be there all the time, but I like to always know that she has my support. Same thing with my sister because she's a very talented and you know inventive person. So when she has a project going on, I make sure that if I cannot help physically, I'm at least giving you that mental support, and then I will be there when I can. And if I can, and if I can actually push them out the way to be there for you, then I hope that they know that that's the case. So, and same thing back to me. Like if they can do it for me, it's always gonna be appreciative. And if they can't, I know that they'll at least give me that mental support to give me that extra urge and that extra push. And with that, I'm gonna get. I said I did that all in the last thing. We're gonna talk real quick about just the fact that they renamed the MVP for the All Star games to the Kobe Bryant MVP Player Award, and I think Kawhi Leonard won that one. And I haven't watched the game yet. I might watch that tonight in the background. But I heard it was a fire game. Like they actually played it and not like did like a pickup game, or like it was like an intense pickup game, if anything. And I like that. So I'm hoping that I get the. I'm gonna try to watch it, or at least the highlights. I'm gonna at least try to watch the highlights. I might not sit through an hour of that or two of that, but I love the fact the new format, which I was kind of agreeing to. Like, okay, this sounds pretty interesting, and it did sound like it made it an intense game, but at the same time, they were still was able to have some fun with it, but not like how you see in the past few years, where it's pretty much just NBA streets, where they just like let everybody take their shots. Like whoever won, like who cares at that point. But I like that there was competition in the All Star game again, and not so intense where people got hurt and whatnot. So that's great. I love that. And, congrats to Kawhi Leonard for that, for winning that the very first renaming of that trophy. And I know he just went to Clippers in LA, and of course they all have history with Kobe, so I know that was a special event for him and everybody around him. So hats off to you. So now we got that stuff out the way. Let's go ahead and talk about this mother loving dunk contest. So I can't dunk. I'm 5'8". I'm not super duper athletic. I could probably train to dunk before I get too old. Maybe I'll make that a bucket list thing, the dunk. But so I haven't been in camera's gonna kind of hate. Okay, I've never been too invested in the All Star Weekend. Like I like watching it when I was younger to see all the greats in one room and playing with each other. No homo. See everybody playing the same team. And so I watched the dunk contest. My girlfriend and her family. We had some wings. We had some food. We watched the The skills contest, which I that was okay. Seems oddly simple to me. We watched the new 3 point skills contest, which was cool because they had they're doing the faraway shots now that you see like Dame Lillard be doing, or Trey it's Trey as Trey be doing, which is like pretty much half court shots, and they make it look so easy. So they made extra money balls for that, for extra point. And the dunk contest was cool. Like I said, I was never like super duper invested, because kind of, yeah, you could tweak it to a degree, a dunk, but you almost kind of see the same dunks. In my opinion, I'm still looking for an NBA Jam dunk to come out the blue, or just something that's so athletic that I have no choice to be like hot diggity damn. That was it. Could be a simple dunk, like back in the day when Dr. J jumped from the free throw line. It's a simple concept. However, you have to jump far and make that dunk. So I still get amazed by that dunk, but at the same time, I still feel like with advancements and everything, and people are stronger, like than they are 20, 30 years ago, with new techniques and skills and workout routines. I feel like people not flying from the free throw line, but I should see a lot more people kind of doing that with relatively ease. And not to say it's not a bad dunk, it's a bad dunk, but it's like cool. Like it's 2020 now, so what we gonna do other than just jumping over a refrigerator or car, which still is an impressive feat of athleticism. So I'm watching it, and we come across this. I think he was the underdog, which was Pat Covington, and they say he had like a 44-inch vertical. So I'm like, oh shit, I want to see that, and he's not even super tall. What? See, if Aaron Gordon is 6'8", and he's probably like 6'5", 6'4", maybe even a little bit shorter. And my man jumped over Giannis. Antetokounmpo near the rim. Not only jumped over him cleanly, grabbed the ball, was able to tap the ball on the backboard, bring it back in position to dunk it. And it was so smooth, so slick, so effortlessly, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people that I watched it with agreed that you didn't even see the basketball tap. It wasn't like a fluke thing. It was, you're watching in slow motion. It was a very direct and determined boop, boom, and I was like, oh shoot. And I think they gave him a 48 for that. I want to look it up real quick because I was upset that they didn't give him maybe he did get the 50. If anybody's watching, if Pat Covington got the 50, please let me know for that dunk. I know he didn't get enough to, of course, go to the next round, but I would have loved to see the dunk after that dunk, because I'm pretty sure most dunkers have at least 4 or 5 in their sleeve to push forward. And then I think the winner, which of course was Derrick Jones. By this point, you should know that he had some great athletic dunks, no lie. But in terms of adding that showmanship to it, not I won't say that because he was a good showman too. But adding that creativity to it. He's like, oh, we're gonna do a dunk that's never been done before. But it was a dunk that was done before. However, he just did it from a different angle. And yeah, like not to, like I said, because I don't dunk, so I can't criticize too much. But I thought he was gonna be like, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like how the trampoline dunkers do. I thought something like that was gonna pop out, like maybe like a cartwheel into a off the backboard, one-handed windmill slam like that. You won the game. If that was your first dunk, you won. Like something stupid like that. No trampoline or anything. You just cartwheel, throw it off the backboard, grab it, and then from there, you can actually work on that. And maybe do a 360 in there somehow without killing yourself. That'd be kind of cool. So like I said, Pat did the dunk. I thought, okay, this man's for real going to the finals. And then Derrick, he does a between the leg windmill slam, and that's what he did. I have to watch it again, but I'm pretty sure Gordon did that the entire time. He did one over somebody, which he pushed off, and I felt like at that point you might as well just have a trampoline if you're gonna be doing all that. They gave him a 50 for that dunk, and if I felt like an 8 would have been more suffice to be, yeah, like a 48 altogether. 48 maybe, 47 and 48. Okay, a 47 and 48, maybe even a 49. I don't think he deserved perfect 50s for that. No, I would say 47. I think 3 out of 10, 3 out of 5, like 3 out of 3 nines out of 5 out of 10 out of 5. I think 47 would have been the best time, but they gave him a 54. And then Eric Gordon, of course, he's like, even though this is his second dunk contest, that's like his dream. Well, excuse me, from what he said, he wanted to win a dunk contest, and it's a shame that he hasn't done any more in between. Last one he did was in 2016, which I need to watch that again. But he was pretty much robbed on that one. Cause I always see the dunk, and I'm like, oh man, that's a bomb ass dunk. Then it turns out like that dunk didn't win anything. I'm like, oh wow, I kept thinking he won a dunk contest. That's why I don't follow. But does that? He does his dunk, which his dunks are pretty damn cool. He's doing over people dunks. He had Chance the Rapper for I think most of his dunks, which I guess that was his gimmick for the night. Old dude had between the legs cross up slams, and he had Chance the Rapper help him out. And Chance did pretty good. Like, he looked nervous as hell, but I like the fact that he could count on that guy to do a potentially dangerous ass maneuver. And of course, the first round goes to, for whatever reason, Derek and Aaron Gordon. I had hoped it would have been Paul. I like, okay, Paul, because he's the underdog. He had the also had the white man can't jump costume, which I thought was that was good showmanship right there. But anyway, he didn't win, so we're gonna stop talking about that. And of course, it's a dunk battle. I think there's 3 rounds, supposed to be 2 rounds, and they went 4 rounds. And the judges, I think at some point they were oddly being peer pressured. I'm like, yo, you guys are celebrities. What the hell? Like, celebrities and stars, you know what the hell to dunk on. And everybody has their opinion, of course, But you had Scottie Pippen, Candace Parker, who's a WNBA player, was a WNBA player. Well, she's retired or not. Yeah, Scottie Pippen's of course retired from the Bulls and Trailblazers. You had Common, the R&B artist, rapper, not R&B. I'm sorry, the rapper, which he plays basketball, of course. Who else? Dwayne Wade retired from the Heat and Chicago Bulls. And who was and Chadwick Boseman, who for some reason did not look like he wanted to be there. I thought he looked so much smaller in today. He looked short. This is Black Panther, but he looked really short and skinny. And I don't know. That didn't even look like Chadwick Boseman to me at first. He looked like a kid of Chadwick Boseman. But either way, he looked scared. Like, I was like, why are you? I don't know. So that happened. And they're going back and forth. Gordon's doing all these individual, unique dunks that really have not been done before. Yeah, there's some jumping over people, but he's adding a really good twist to it, like an actual body twist to show off his athleticism. So you're like 2-3 feet away from the hoop, and he's jumping over people, but doing some kind of torsion with his body and able to windmill it before he gets too close to it and making a clean dunk. I think Derrick Jones had messed up 1 or 2 dunks. They gave him they still gave him the 50 for it, which I get, like maybe the first one, but after the second time, like, yo, if you can't make it, then you need to do something else. So you're really showing if you can make that dunk. Like, you get 8 for effort, of course, but if you make the dunk, you've already, I guess. I think Chuck, who was talking about it? I think maybe Chuck was talking about that. Like you kind of diffused the whole shock. It might have been Kenny Smith, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna get to it though. But Aaron Gordon jumped over Taco from the Celtics, and it was a spur of the moment dunk. They got to the point where I think they kind of ran out of stuff to do. Derrick Jones, he jumped over two short people and still did, I think, between the legs thing, which I thought was pretty good. And then, no, he jumped over one person and did that. But then Eric Gordon brought out 7'8", 7'5" Taco, who was like, he looked scared and like he was like, oh shoot, I didn't think I was gonna be doing this. He was supposed to jump over Shaq. I think he had I think like a last second thing he wanted to jump over Shaq. I think Shaq said he pretty much like, I don't want to. I guess because he's always recording anyway, so I don't think he wanted to do that. So he brought out someone even taller than Shaq, and I was like, what? And he cleared he clipped him a little bit, but not to the point where it looked like he had to jump off him. It was just more of a he jumped him, and his leg like probably like most of his thigh got on his head, but he had already cleared it up. And if anything, I would have gave him like a point off, because I guess the judges were like actually talking to each other about this. It would have been interesting if they didn't know what was being rated. So I don't think everybody would have got it. I think in all honesty, they need to change the judging system because they talked amongst themselves with the whole competition. So a lot of people probably wouldn't even got 50s, to be honest. It probably would have been done after the first or two dunks. But they had a lot of talking. So yeah. We didn't talk about that with Darlene. Darlene, if you're watching this, they could still probably keep the dunk, but they need to keep it more or less anonymous for the scoring. It doesn't make sense for them to be like, oh, so what do you think this guy should get? Why, if that's the case, why do you have all these people? You should put down what you think the person got, and then like how they used to do, because they used to just flip it up. Or they had the flip cards and you just flipped it down. No one really saw what you were doing unless they looked and it was obvious. So yeah, they should just had like either a digital system, push a button, and that's it. Like you casting your vote at that point. So whatever happens, happens. I think Aaron Gordon probably still would have won if that was the case. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna talk about that. That was all I want to talk about in regards of the dunk contest, which is all I was kind of excited to watch and starting to want to watch it. And I'll let you know what we're going out, so I will invest into it, and it was pretty cool up until that point, and they were hot. They were hot, but it is what it is, and this is why I don't really invest in the organized sports like that, especially basketball. It's come up a long way, but it's still gonna have those moments where you're like, why is this like this? Whether it's money influence or social influence or fandom, it's just got a weird funky influence that I kind of grew out of. Not the same as it was back in the day. And that's my old man soapbox talk about that. We're gonna go to the next topic. Today we're going to talk about Xbox just for a little bit because there hasn't been too much stuff that I can really divulge. Maybe in 2 weeks I'll talk about the rumors and everything. I think I will do that because there are some interesting rumors, but I hate talking about rumors. So I think if I can make it I want to talk about it. I guess just like a light, it would be cool if this happened type talk. Then sure, I don't see myself doing like a 45-minute talk on that, because pretty much you're just gonna be like, oh, that would be cool, and then in the end, there's nothing really concrete out there right now. So yeah, I think that might be a topic for next show. We'll talk about some of the Xbox rumors. But we do know about, well, Anybody out there was watching or playing the Bleeding Edge demo? Tell me how it was in the comments. I'll get on it the next beta that comes out. Hopefully, I missed this one because it was just a busy weekend with the All Star and I had Valentine's Day, so I was making time for that. Then I forgot to download it, and so when I wanted to play it and download it, I was like, well, shit, I might as well just go ahead and play this game and went to bed. So I didn't get to play it. I wish it was a little bit longer. I did want to try a new multiplayer game out. So, oh well to that. It does look fun. Looks a little interesting. And I think that'd be a good game to kind of jump back into multiplayer. Other than the battle royale scene, and I am in Modern Warfare right now. I might play some of that today, and maybe go back to some old roots like Master Chief and maybe Battlefield. I don't have Battlefield 5, but Battlefield 1 that can make a return. I might make a return to Battlefield. I could play that one by myself, okay, and if I got some friends, that'd be even better. But Game Pass has started tweeting. They finally, which I love their tweets. They got some of the best, I guess, public relations for that stuff. Cause I'm like, I be laughing, and they have like a good disposition in their tweets. So hats off to Xbox tweet person, whatever team that does that. But they have finally released some of the games coming out in February, which they were hyping up all last month, talking about February is gonna be the month of games. I think, let's see, 7. So let me move this just a tad. Boop. So there's a couple games that I'm clearly interested in. We have finally Yakuza. I've been wanting to play that game since they announced it, since the London event last year. They talked about they had 3 Yakuza games coming out. So finally, that might be a mainstay on the channel. That might be what I play for a good minutes after I finish Tomb Raider. We've got Yakuza. We have, it looks to be Kingdom Hearts. Let me look at that real quick. And I think it's Kingdom Hearts 3. I was hoping they did a collection for that one because I need to play Kingdom Hearts 2. But they got Kingdom Hearts 3 on there, which is a Game Pass game. That's awesome. Ninja Gaiden 2, awesome game, love that. Wasteland, which is I believe that, I don't think it's turn-based, but it's more of a sim survival type, build a city type thing. Which I know that's not my type of game. They got 2 Point Hospital, which is another build 'em up game. I think Darlene might actually have. I might actually play that one just to try it. I want to play this one and Prison. Still haven't played Prisoner. Prison Maker, oh, what is it called? Prison Architect? I think that's what it's called. Which is like in the veins of what's the thing? Like in the veins of Roller Coaster Tycoon, Jurassic Park. You know, you pretty much build your prison, you build your hospital, and I think you could immerse that world and interact and stuff like that. And they got the Jackbox. So Jackbox is pretty cool. I used to play that way back when on the PC with my parents. Way back when. And so that's good stuff. Yakuza, of course, is probably the most hyped thing. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but I kind of jumped off the boat after 2, and then, you know, after it took them 15 years to make 3, I almost don't care about the storyline. Like, somebody just make me the movie, and I'll watch that. So and Ninja Gaiden, which I think I might play through that. That might be a good hack and slash game to jump into. And 2 Point Hospital, I will maybe try it. That might be a let's play. Darlene, we could probably do that one together. I think that'd be fun. You're watching, we might do that. So Yakuza will definitely be played again. I'm still figuring out my lineup for the next couple months in gaming. I'm gonna figure that out soon. So Yakuza will probably join that rotation. I just finished Rage 2, technically, because I ran into the bug at the last mission. I might try it out to see if it works and just try to get out the way. But it kind of took the wind from my sails on that. So I don't know. Man, that did piss me off. And I'm a probably back Ghost Recon, but I'll talk about that in my next topic. So yeah, Yakuza. I do want to do a quick hypothesis, or I guess what's gonna be in there next. There's still a couple more Yakuza games coming out, so they will probably fill up the next couple of months, or yeah, I think probably next couple of months. I doubt they're gonna do two at the same time, since they're just releasing Zero now by itself. But what I would like to see and try to guess is maybe a Bioshock. Maybe the Bioshock collection might be on there, the remastered collection. I think that might see the Xbox Game Pass. And I don't have too much to guess, but I'm really gonna put this on hope. On top of a guess is Control. For some reason, I feel like Control is gonna make it on the Game Pass. I know people are asking for it too, but I really think it came out like last October, I think. Hmm. I really think by either spring or the end of spring, there's either going to be news or the game's going to come out for Control. So let's try to remember that. Just February 18th, 2020, and Ice Cold is trying to guess that Control is going to be out on the Xbox Game Pass between the second quarter of the year. So yeah, that's all I got for in regard to that. Oops. Not too much on the Xbox that I found interesting, other than the Xbox Series X price guessing. And the internet sucks at that stuff. I hate clicking on the internet web pages for that stuff, or news pages, because it's just be like, oh yeah, we have. They would just put in the title Xbox launch release price revealed, and it just speculates what they think it is. I'm like, that you get me every time with that, just about. So I honestly just stopped going to the internet, especially the just the little clickbaity type stuff. Like if I don't see Phil Spencer or Major Nelson talking about this stuff, I don't care. Don't even throw it in my face. It's gonna be an automatic rumor until they confirm it. Yes, it might be true, but it's gonna be a rumor until they confirm it, or something Xbox can. So yeah. And okay, let's go to topic 3. We're at what, 33 minutes? Got about another 10 minutes. I said 45 minutes, 30 minutes tops. We get a little introspective. As you know, I took a break from podcasting for about since Christmas time, and I think my first episode back was mid-January, in the January, and just getting back into the flow. I have some time on my hands. Needless to say, how can I put this? Right now, I'm not gonna really divulge that information right now. But basically, I was working these amount of hours. I cut back on my hours of working to focus a lot on myself. And by that I mean like studying. I used to study a lot. When I want to get something done, I would take time off. I could just study. But it got to the point for the last few years that I wasn't able to do that. To the point, my motivation for that would just go up and down. It was like a weird wave. One moment I'd be on the hype train, I'll get part of what I want done, and then I'll come right back down. And the drive to still want to do it was there. However, I couldn't make time to do it. And then that brings down your motivation just a little bit. So if you got work, you got hobbies, you got responsibilities, and you got family. Of course, you're not gonna cut out family. You're not gonna cut out work per se, and you definitely don't want to cut out what makes you happy. So I was really close to working out a way to get it all. Like I'm talking about, have my cake and eat it too, plus ice cream. I was on the way, and then stuff happened, life, and instead of closing the door, I just opened up a window. So I didn't get what I really wanted to do, which isn't what I really wanted to do. But I was gonna be really close, and that would have been that would have been perfect. However, things happen. I'm cutting back some hours in terms of working for now. I could still do what I got to do and support and everything, but it's not the same, obviously. But it does allow me to better the future. So everybody that's out there, like, this is, I won't say it's a struggle or anything. It's just that you have to adapt and just kind of go with the flow. And it's more of a decision more than anything. Like, I could still have tried it, but it got to the point where I have to make a decision on what I value more. And of course, family is always going to be top. My mental health and how I feel is, not to sound selfish, but is also a little bit above that, only because if I don't have that, I can't do everything else. So, as much as selfish as that sounds, I honestly do not believe that. So you have to take time for yourself. It's as simple as that. If not, then you stop the flow of support, of love, of driving, of influencing. Because if you can't do it, then how else can you give out to everybody else? So family support, myself, um, and taking the time to really focus on the craft a little bit more. Like, I've been doing this for a year now, and I've only gone so far. I feel like I should have gone farther, and I blame that on me, of course, because I didn't figure out a way to make time to do everything I needed to do, even with the structure I put out. So this helps me do that a lot easier, and helps me to be a better everything. So something in regards to the podcast. I'm hoping to be doing this twice a month instead of every week. I felt like giving myself a little bit of space to A, get some information, B, research, of course. Still, like, I listen to podcasts, but there's still that behind the scenes that I need to get down pat, which I'm working on. Or, like, this is the first night I was able to actually record audio without it just being on video. I have Audacity, and for whatever reason, the last 3 shows I did, it was not able to record stuff. So if I ever wanted to put it out on like a podcast site, or I wasn't able to do that for like 3 or 4 episodes. So that's one thing I do want to do again, is to get into the habit of having my recordings, so that way I have my YouTube, which is like raw. Ice Cold, Ice Cold Coding Live is like just straight raw, whatever's on there is on. Unless I decide to delete that shit out, and think the whole thing, everything's gonna be there. And then what I want to do is to edit these to a more, if it's a long podcast, I could just shorten it up to a little bit and just hit the points, and maybe people could kind of flow towards that a little bit better. And so if they ever want to see where this episode came from and what happened in between, they got that. So they get the best of both worlds. So yeah, I'm gonna do bi-weekly podcasts. So that means the next one I do will probably be the week after next. So, like, I think like the first week of March. And with that, we'll be doing more guests. I've had one guest with my lovely Darlene, who is Melly Child Productions. If you ever in the neighborhood, check out her website, check out her she starts doing more streams, and her YouTube. Please check that out, because she has a lot of good stuff on the way. But that's my baby girl. She's helped me out so much with this. So we did a show together. We talked about the Peloton commercial, which came back out in Christmas time, and that was fun. Like, I really enjoyed doing it, and especially with her, because everybody got to see us interact and talk and have fun. And so the next one will probably be with my sister, and then after that I do want to do more with just other people that I would like to kind of get to know. So most likely I will have a lot of my friends on here in the beginning. So I got homeboy, I got a couple other good friends that we'll either do like a Skype one where I'll split the screen and you'll see us talk, and well, I might just have them physically be here to us to have some hijinks. So that's cool. I'm not going to divulge all information, but that's pretty much what I want to do. So twice a month for the podcast, just to give me just to always clear that space for me, so I don't feel like I'm demanding a whole bunch. Me and Darlene are doing a couples co-op, which we've been doing for off and on, not off and on. I think we had a strong start, and then scheduling kind of happened, and we just kind of fell off of that. So we've been doing it for the last month. We've been playing NBA Jam, which I think we'll be playing that next week. We're about to finish the. They're about to go platinum. I think we're going to play the platinum teams now. So we've been doing that. We've been playing the division the last 2 or 3 weeks. We're about to do the in-game stuff. So if you like to see military sim games, loot and shoot, she's into it. I'm into it. It's fun. We're just getting to the good stuff. We're going to try to go to the dark zone this week, hopefully, because we're about to finish the end game. So we got to get that good gear, and optimization. So we've been doing that, and I think Thursdays will be the main days for those, because that's when we're both alive and awake. Wednesdays might either be like a rest day, like a bye. It'll be like a rest day, or I might do a let's play, and we'll kind of take turns on one game as opposed to focus on a certain game. I think that might do it, or like I said, just might be a rest day. And then I still stream, but I have not stopped streaming yet. It's Friday and Saturday. I've still been streaming Friday and Saturdays, and occasional Tuesdays. I've been playing a lot more campaign-driven games on the weekends, and I usually do about 6 hours Friday and Saturday, starting around 8 would be nice, but I usually start around between 9 and 10. And Saturdays I'll play until like early morning. So I will be reintroducing either a weekend warrior or a weekly warrior, where I'm gonna open up the lobbies, so that way I want to get my networking going, because I fucking suck at networking. I've never been good at it. I would probably have so much more followers if I just figure out a way to network without it being difficult. And I'm trying. So if you're on here, you saw me maybe do a Instagram video. That's kind of like, because I hate posting stuff. But so I'm gonna do more personal things, so that way I can kind of put it out there, maybe like 2 or 3 posts a week. I will be on the YouTube, and I've got my Discord, which I really like. So I'm gonna really dive back into my Discord and hopefully network in there. There's a couple of groups that I want to jump into and kind of mingle in now. So in the next, I guess you could say starting this week, I'm gonna jump in there and I'll just start talking. I want to do it naturally. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just looking for people to follow. I want to meet somebody and be like, okay, cool, let's play some games together, and not looking for someone just to follow me back. That was always been my issue, and that's what I always kind of saw, and that's how I always felt like, especially when I tried that. I always felt like I was just looking for a handout, or I was doing a sneakier follow for follow type thing. Like, I wanted to be an organic experience. So like, if I grow from this point on to, let's say I got 129 on Mixer, 130 on Mixer in terms of followers. I got like 7 on Twitch, and I have, I think, 7 on YouTube. Like, if I grow to 15 people on YouTube, but however, I'm in constant communication to a degree where I'm getting input, and we're joking around, not every day, but we get that rapport to the point where they're telling people about, hey, you need to check this guy. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. And I'm just trying to figure out how to do it for me. I could easily just go to somebody's page and be like, hey, follow this guy, and maybe even watch the content still, but I always felt like it should be an organic experience, and then that networking can really happen, because I don't know, it's just me. I'm probably going about it the hard way, but I just could not see myself just trying to appeal. And like some people do it, and it's legit. It is freaking legit, and it's good for them because like they made like just auto content, and you just different strokes for different folks for me. I will put out information and support for people, not just to support me back, but like if I feel like they deserve support, I want to be able to do that without it feel like I'm just doing it to do it. But there's like a lot of people that I've been watching that I need to watch more so that way I can actually do it. I can watch a guy for like 5 minutes and then like, hey, no, this guy, I don't know, Black Taco was doing great in this. I probably watched like 15 minutes of it, but I'm giving you all this hype and it's like, did you really deserve it though? However, if you did see, you're like, oh man, thanks. Let me send some followers your way. That's not organic in my opinion. It can start it, I think. But I could be so indulgent, or somebody could be so indulgent just doing that repetitively to get that to get the numbers up, that you're gonna lose sight of that person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might have a routine to be like, I'm gonna check this guy out, and then I'm gonna shout him out on YouTube or Instagram, and might not even go back to your content to even believe your own hype. So that's the thing. Like that's what I don't want to get caught into, and I've noticed myself doing that as well. There was the whole follow for follow thing, which I had to cut that out like immediately. Like, oh no, we can't do that. And then just the absent-minded hypes is something that I've even to myself felt like it wasn't legit enough. So basically, I just want to make some friends. I want to make friends, which I've always said. That was one of the things I've always said. So I'm figuring out how to do it. The podcast is gonna be not the way I think, but I'm hoping it becomes the way. Because I would love to have people to drop in, talk, and that way I could talk to them, they could talk to me, and if they actually like me, they like me, and I get the sense that they're having a conversation with me. Then of course, especially if you have a channel, we could talk. If you don't have a channel, at least we could be in communication still. So I could link you to the Discord, and we could just talk from there, and that'd be awesome. Because I like, send me some gifts, send me some memes. Let me know when you're gonna be streaming, or I'll let you know when I'll be streaming. If you want to party up for a game one week, one day, then it won't seem like we're just faking it to making it. Both of us. So yeah. That's it. That's the introspective portion of that. Yeah, those are the big changes gonna be happening. It's not nothing huge. It's more like just certain adjustments. Like I said, I'm still streaming Friday and Saturdays. If I could go a little bit earlier, that'd be great. I'll do my best to try to do 8 at the earliest. With me having a lot of time, I could focus on some stuff, which I'm just gonna say this: I got some YouTube content coming up. Hopefully by March I can have that rolled out. I'm not gonna speculate on that, but it's something I'm very excited for. I would say that it's gonna be your standard gaming channel on one end, but then I got something that's kind of like my little flavor to it, and it's gonna be, I'm comfortable enough to do it now. I believe it's just hopefully that we can do it effortlessly and then work our way up from there. So it might, as sexy as I may think it is, it still probably come out rough. But I do know we can definitely take it to a more polished and sexier state as we push out. So right now I'm in the mode where I just gotta go ahead and do it and then build up from there. Because if I don't push myself to do it, or I'm just gonna be here for another 2-3 years doing the exact same thing, figuring out why I'm not doing anything. So this is not a do or die mission. It's just more of a let's go ahead and do it. Let's put some stuff on the line. I can still get my point across. However, I can always come back and rehash it in a positive light, not just like to make more content, but also to make it more immersive, interactive, polished, and everything else. So what I haven't planned, we shall see in the coming weeks. But before that, it's just gonna be me streaming and the couples co-op. And if I get some extra streams during the week, bada boom, baby, that'll be awesome. Maybe 2 or 3 hours I can open up for the weekly warrior thing and play with some friends and make some friends and some different games, like some party games. I want to play Remnant with anybody out there. So you'll probably see some posts on the gram about that. But I think that's gonna be it, my ladies and gentlemen. I did 50 minutes. It's gonna be 55 by the time I finish because I gotta do my outro, which takes forever to do. You will see me probably the next couple weeks, and if I ever do an in-between week podcast, it'll probably be something that this should have been, which should have been like a quick yada 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 yada. But I kind of got deep into it because I want to talk some more. I haven't done this in a while. If I start talking, then I can't shut up. However, I always want to try to get my point out and make sure I get some practice doing this. So this is more me just getting comfortable, getting ready for more of this stuff. But next time it should be a more polished show. I might have my overlays a little bit cleaner. I might have some new backgrounds. This will be changed so it'll look more presentable. I got the audio going, so the mic is working perfectly from what I can tell. I actually have a script that I go by, which helps me out so much. I probably have to do a little bit more detail with that, so to keep me from rambling, which is what I'm doing right now. But it does help me out from what I did like in the first 8 shows, which I had no type of plan except for like a little bit of topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, and then I just went from there. This time I got points that I want to hit. Today was more of a topic 1, topic 2, topic 3 type thing, but there's nothing was really happening. So yeah, I'll probably get on the game tonight to stream. What am I streaming? I do not know. I was thinking about bringing back Ghost Recon, but I'll definitely be playing some Borderlands 3 for the Heartbreaker event before it goes away. I'm like 25 hearts away from the final gun, the sniper rifle, which I heard was really good. And I might play some Modern Warfare. So if everybody out there that want to play some Modern Warfare, please shoot me a request. Maybe we could party up, play a few matches together, go from there. Other than that, guys, this has been a No Pressure podcast. I have thoroughly enjoyed doing this. I'm looking forward to the next time I get back on the mic. Ice Cold will be hanging out in the next couple of hours. I'm gonna get some adult stuff out the way in terms of that. I mean, like responsibilities, nothing crazy, nothing shady. But I'm gonna get back on probably around 11 o'clock at the earliest. Or maybe watch a little bit of anime. Who knows? But as always, thank you for stopping by. Please, everybody, have fun, stay motivated, and I will catch you next time on the podcast. Adios, guys.